start the show.
I'm talking with Charles Ramsey. He's a neighbor. Walk me through again what happened this afternoon. You heard screaming.
Heard screaming. I'm eating my McDonald's. I come outside. I see this girl going nuts, trying to get out of her house. So I go on the porch. I go on the porch, and she says, "Help me get out. I've been in here a long time." So, I figured it's a domestic violence dispute. So I open the door, and we can't get in that way because how the door is, it's so much that a body can't fit through, only your hand. So we kick the bottom, and she comes out with the little girl, and she says, "Call 911. My name was Amanda Berry."
Now, did you know who that was when she said that?
When she told me, it didn't register until I got the call in 911, and I'm like, I'm calling the 911 for Amanda Berry? I thought this girl was dead. You know what I mean? And she got on the phone, and she said, "Yes, this is me." And the detective, Cook, right here, Detective Gregory Cook says, "Charles, do you know who you rescued?" I said.
Now, and when did you see Gina?
About 5.
We're good.
So about 5 minutes after the police got here, see, that girl Amanda told the police, "I ain't just the only ones. It's some more girls up in that house." So they went up there, 30, 40 deep, and when they came out, was just astonishing, because I thought they were going to come up with nothing. I figured, whoever she was, and like I say, my neighbor, you got some big testicles to pull this off, bro, because we see this dude every day. Every day.
How long have you lived here?
I've been here a year.
Okay.
You see where I'm coming from?
Right.
I barbecue with this dude. We eat ribs and whatnot and listen to salsa music. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. And you had no indication that there was anything
bro, not a clue that girl was in that house or anybody else was in there against their will, because how he is he just comes out to his backyard, plays with the dogs, tinker with his cars and motorcycles, goes back in the house. So he's somebody that you look away because he's not doing nothing but the average stuff. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. There's nothing exciting about him. Well, until the day.
What was your reaction on the girls' faces? I can't imagine to see the sunlight, to be around people.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Thank you very much for your time. And
either she homeless or she got problems. That's the only reason why she run to a black man.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
Wow.
Well, it should come to no surprise, as no surprise to our listeners, that that clip, which, it's brand new as we're recording this, came out today.
Today, yeah.
Tuesday, April,
Might
May
I know,
7th.
I was sitting on the toilet when this was tweeted, and I watched this on the toilet this morning.
I think I did as well, and it has been in, I don't know, 6 hours sent to us no less than 50 or 60 times. I mean, it's been posted on my Facebook personal page.
Lane.
It's been posted on the Your Mom's House Facebook page. It's been tweeted. It's been emailed. It's been personally emailed to me. It's been emailed to my website address. That's a huge story. It's
breaking news.
It's breaking news, and the guy is, of course, phenomenal.
Well, obviously, this is the best American hero speech of all time.
It's phenomenal, and the guy he's hilarious in
but
more than one way.
I'm relieved to finally hear a person speaking the truth. You know what I mean? It's the best part. If this happened to you, you'd be like, this motherfucker, we barbecued and shit. You would say the exact same thing.
Of course.
It's finally it's a breath of fresh air.
Now, for people that don't know what's going on, that clip is an interview given on local news
in Cleveland, where I will be tomorrow.
Where you're going to be tomorrow.
Flying,
doing shows. And it is a guy named Charles Ramsey who saved 3 girls eventually because he actually saved was it Amanda Berry, and then they went back into the house and found 2 more girls that have been kidnapped and missing for almost a decade.
Crazy.
So, let's see. Barry was last seen after finishing her shift at a Burger King in Cleveland in 2003 on the eve of her 17th birthday.
Oh, devastating.
The other girls have been missing, one since 2004 and one since 2002.
Oh,
Jesus.
Disgusting. But these two, these guys kidnapped them and I'm assuming just kept these girls as sex slaves or what? What happened?
Yeah,
molesting them, hurting them, abusing them. Isn't that crazy? He said we barbecue with this guy.
We eat ribs and listen to salsa.
Yeah. And could you imagine that this guy this creep is doing this?
It's horrific, and of course, this is one of the few times when there's a happy ending to the story. I mean, happy in that the girls aren't dead. So they've been rescued and they have a chance now to live life. It's a horrific story. I mean, this guy is a total psychopath.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. That stole them. I mean, or that kidnapped them and kept them in his house.
Ugh.
So let's
nightmare
see.
upon. I love that he says a pretty white girl ran into a black. And that is so fucking funny and so true.
So funny. So I think that we can. I'm looking at CNN right now, and it looks like this guy Ramsey is with Anderson Cooper right now. So let's see if we can hear a little bit.
About a year ago,
Anderson.
you'd seen Ariel Castro around, right?
When I moved there, only because he was my neighbor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What was he like?
Cool.
Oh no.
He wasn't no freak of nature. He was like me and you, because he talked about the same thing you talk about. He talked about you. You know what I mean? Regular stuff, bro.
So yesterday, what happened?
Yeah, you gonna love this. I'm gonna tell it all. Around 3 o'clock.
I'm scared what he's going to say on CNN.
You're gonna love. He said that to Anderson Cooper, like, you're about to get the scoop, man.
Right.
That's what he
Anderson's
just said.
salivating right
And
now.
Anderson's like, he just didn't react. He was like,
Anderson.
He's like, I'm fit to tell it all.
Yeah,
Like,
Anderson's such a square too. He looks
Yeah.
like a bald eagle.
totally. Oh, he does.
Doesn't he?
Wow, that is fantastic.
he?
He looks exactly like a bald
Remember
eagle.
that cartoon from like the late 70s? There was a character that was like an American
Yeah,
bald eagle.
that is
You
him.
probably don't know if you remember it. Yeah, like a Hanna-Barbera.
When is it from? From when? The late 70s?
There's some cartoon from like the late 70s, 80s where it's a bald eagle, like an American eagle, and he I forget now. Anyway, yeah, square peg fucking
And
scooter.
the mailman put his mail in my mail.
Oh.
I looked at it and was like, I gotta give Ariel his mail when he come home. A couple minutes later, he pulled up. He checked the mailbox, grabbed his mail before he went in the house. I said, Ariel, here go your mail. And we just had.
What happened? Our internet connection slow?
It just stopped.
Oh, doesn't that make you want to punch
It
somebody?
makes me want to throw shit across the room.
Rage.
God damn, man.
Rage.
How could that happen right fucking now?
I know. Ugh, makes you want to kidnap a white girl,
the
doesn't
worst.
it?
That's the worst thing that ever has happened in my life. I would say
Does it make you want to kidnap a teenager on the way home from Burger King?
what
keep
I'm
her in your
going through
basement?
right now is worse than what these girls have gone through. Having this internet slow down. That's the worst thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
I know.
I'm so upset right now.
I know. God, motherfuck.
This is the scoop. I'm fit to tell it all, man.
I know. I'm dying.
Fit to tell it all, man. You're gonna love this shit
Anderson's
right here.
such a nerd too.
Oh.
Here we go.
Around 3 o'clock.
Sorry, so we know that the mailman, you got the fucking wrong mail. You got Ariel's mail.
Put his mail in my mail. So I looked at it and was like, I gotta give Ariel his mail when he come home. A couple minutes later, he pulled up. He checked the mailbox, grabbed his mail before he went in the house. I said, Ariel, here go your mail. And we just had the same conversation when I handed him the mail. He said, they can't get it right. I said, nope, damn postal service. That's it. He left. I jumped on my bike, went to McDonald's, came back home.
It's a great endorsement.
In my house, but I'm in the living room, and I'm right by the front door, because I'm looking out the front door. And man, this girl screamed like a car had hit a kid, which made me, you stop eating. What the hell was that? That. So when I got up,
stop eating my McDonald's.
I'm sure McDonald's is thrilled.
Run across the street, and I'm like, I'm thinking, where are you going? Because ain't nobody next door. Because I just saw Ariel leave, and I know ain't nobody over there. I heard that girl scream and saw him run across the street, and I went outside and wondered what he was doing, and Amanda say, "I'm stuck in here. Help get me out." So he either don't know English that well or panic. But he just looked at me and was like, "He's a girl." And that's all he did. So here I come with my, half-eaten Big Mac. And I look and I say, "Well, what's up?" And she like, "I've been trapped in here. And he won't let me out. It's me and my baby." I say, "Well, you ain't got to talk no more. Come on." And I'm trying to get the door open and can't. Because he didn't torture chambered it some kind of way and locked it up, right? So I did what I had to do and kicked the bottom of it, the door. And she crawled out of it. She grabbed her baby.
Oh, my God.
But threw me off. All right, so fine. I got some girl and her kid.
And what did she look like? I mean, what was she wearing?
Jumpsuit. She had a white tank top on, rings on, mascara. She was well groomed. She didn't look like she was kidnapped. That's what I'm saying. That's what threw me off when she was like, "I'm in here trapped." And I'm like, "Well,
right.
You don't look like kidnapped, so maybe you got a boyfriend problem."
Because she's been there 10 years.
But most importantly, and I think we all want to know this, did he ever finish that Big Mac?
That Big Mac, yes. I mean, half of it is sitting in the house right now.
Right. That's all I can think about. Is he going to finish his fucking Big Mac? And what is the meal? Those fries are so cold by now.
What if, like, in the next minute he goes, after I got her out, I was like, I got to go finish this rest of this Big I got to finish this Big Mac I got in the house right now.
I got a Frosty with it too, man. Shit.
It's just getting cold right now. I hate cold fries.
I got a hot apple
But
pie.
I'm thinking, I know who lives here, and he's 50-something. You can't be the boyfriend problem. He can't be him. Maybe you're dating his son.
And you'd never seen her before?
Bro.
In the year that you'd been there?
Bro.
He called Anderson, bro.
Listen, never. That woman didn't come out the house. The only kids that came out the house were two little girls. They played in the backyard. He had two dogs. Where I live, naturally, it's next door. My bedroom was upstairs. So when I just hear kids playing, I know it's them. They do the same thing. Play in the backyard for a couple hours, go back in the house. Same thing every day. The neighborhood knows them as his grandchildren. So it's no big deal. He got his grandkids over all the time. I thought.
Amanda Berry then, asked to call 911?
Mm-hmm. And I took her to my house. Now, I'm nervous as hell. So I'm fumbling with my phone. So I finally get it right. She can't wait, and I don't blame her. So what I do is tell her, go across the street and use their phone. Now, we both calling 911. Now, she get through, and I get through. She deal with a moron. Me too.
You said what do you mean a moron?
Idiot.
I heard the 911 call for her, and the woman kept being
Why do you
like,
have that damn job?
The woman was like, "Oh, hang up and wait for the police."
Really? How about stay on and I'll talk to me until they get there?
Right.
Okay. Do you want to hear the 911 call that he made?
I haven't heard this yet, so I'm dying to hear
Okay,
this.
here is his 911 call just after.
To McDonald's or to
911.
emergency?
To 911. Right after he got Amanda Berry out of this house in Cleveland.
Cleveland 911, police, ambulance to fire.
Yeah, hey, bro, I'm at 2207 Seymour, West 25th. Hey, check this out. I just came from McDonald's, right? So I'm on my porch eating my little food, right? This broad is trying to break out the fucking house next door to me. So there's a bunch of people on the street right now and shit. So we like, well, what's wrong with you? What's the problem? She like, this motherfucker done kidnapped me and my daughter, and we've been in this bitch. She say her name is Linda Berry or some shit. I don't know who the fuck that is. I just moved over here, bro.
Sir, you have to calm down and slow down. Is she still in the street?
Seymour Avenue.
Is she still in the street, or where did she go?
Yeah, I'm looking at her. She right now. She calling y'all. She on another phone.
Is she black, white, or Hispanic?
She white, but the baby look Hispanic.
Okay, what is she wearing?
White tank top, light blue sweatpants. Like a wife beater.
Do you know the address next door? That she said she was in?
Yeah, 2207. I'm looking at it.
Okay, I thought that was your address. So that house.
No, I'm smarter than that, bro. I'm telling you where the crime was.
Okay,
Not my house.
sir, we can't talk at the same time. Do you want to leave your name and number? Or your name
Charles
and number?
Ramsey, R-A-M-S-E-Y.
What's the phone number?
Phone number.
Are the people she said that did this, do you know if they're still in the house?
I don't have a fucking clue, bro. I just got here from McDonald's.
Can you ask her if she needs an ambulance?
You need an ambulance? Or what? She needs everything. She's in a panic, bro. I guess she's been kidnapped, so, put yourself in her shoes.
We'll send the police out. Thank you.
There you go.
She got other issues.
No, he said, put yourself in her shoes. To the 911 guy.
Oh, I thought he said she got other issues, man.
No, he's
she had some
like,
real
she
shit.
needs everything. Put yourself in her shoes, man. The 911 guy's like, all right, man.
Sounds like Amanda Berry was wearing the exact outfit I have on right now.
It does sound exactly like, are you Amanda Berry? Holy shit. He has dropped McDonald's in everything that he said.
What do you think? Why the McDonald's?
Because you know
with
why?
him?
Because this is why he's awesome. It's because he's just giving you all the facts.
Right.
He's telling you everything.
Because that was his plan. The plan is I was just going to go to McDonald's and back, and then this fucking bitch comes out, and this all happened.
It's because it's an honest story.
Right. I just fucking went to McDonald's, and then this kid. So, do you think she was shackled or drugged or something? Like, how come no one she didn't? I don't. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I just found.
Was she chained?
Her 911 call. Let's hear hers.
Oh my Christ! I can't even
is
imagine.
Probably horrifying. This is after you've been kidnapped and your first time to pick up a phone in 10 years.
10 years. Oh my God.
Oh my God. But will she reference McDonald's? That's the real question. Haven't had McDonald's.
I mean, this man should have with half a cheeseburger.
Here's Morgan live.
Okay, here we go.
I ate half his Big Mac. I was starving.
3 young missing women being found after a decade. We now have the 911 call of one of those women, Amanda Berry. She went missing 10 years ago when she was about to turn 17. This is her call to Cleveland police.
Cleveland 911, you need...
Hello, police. Help me, I'm Amanda Berry.
You need police, fire, or ambulance.
I need police.
Okay, and what's going on there?
I've been kidnapped and I've been missing for 10 years and I'm here. I'm free now.
Okay, and what's your address? Calling me from...
Huh?
Looks like you're calling me from...
I can't hear you.
It looks like you were calling me from...
Across the street, I'm using the phone.
Okay, stay there with those neighbors. Talk to the police when they get there.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, talk to the police when they get there.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, talk to the police when they get there.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm on right now.
We're going to send them as soon as we get a car open.
No, I need them now before we get
Now.
back.
All right, we're sending them, okay?
Okay, I mean, like,
Who's the guy? Who's the guy you're who's the guy who went out?
His name...
Why would they beep his name?
He's like 52.
All right, and
Steven, I'm Amanda Berry. I've been on the news for the last 10 years.
Okay, I got that here. I already. And you said what was his name again?
Why are they
And is
beeping?
he white, black, or Hispanic?
I'm Hispanic.
And what's he wearing?
I don't know because he's not here right now. That's
When
why
he
I got
left,
away.
when he left, what was he wearing?
Sweetheart, it's a pity. What?
Right, the police are on the way. Talk to them when they get there. I told you they're on the way. Talk to them when they get there, okay?
All right, okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Stay on line with her.
I know.
Incredibly
Jesus.
emotional voice there of Amanda
mean-
Berry, who went missing in Cleveland
What a fuck
10
face.
years
What
ago.
a fucking asshole. She's clearly in a panic. It's clearly severe.
Lady, the cops are on their way.
Yeah, just hang out.
All right.
Don't stop crying about it.
Tell them your fucking story when they get there.
Have some sympathy. I mean, these 911 guys, I guess you have to be desensitized to the shit. But I mean, she's clearly, it's a big deal. This is a big thing.
It's a huge thing.
Stay on the line. Yeah, you fucking creep.
God.
Poor girl. My God. Could you imagine?
It's just a crazy story.
So sorry. It's her and her 2 sisters, though, right?
No.
Oh. I thought it was 3 girls kidnapped.
It is, but they're not her sisters.
Oh, okay.
So there's 2 other girls. This guy is a serial kidnapper.
Fucking piece of shit, right?
And here's the crazier part. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
His brothers are in on it too. Like
And they work
come
at
over.
McDonald's.
They all work at McDonald's. They come over and they get in on his kidnapped girls. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, and apparently, she has a daughter, which means, she had his daughter.
Is there anything more disgusting than this piece of shit?
Yeah. So
well, rapists get it in prison, don't they? If you're a rapist or a pedophile.
pedophiles, yeah. I mean, he kidnapped young girls, so who knows?
I hope he
Who
gets
knows?
it. If you're in prison and you're listening to this and this scumbag gets to your prison, will you please
Rape him?
I don't know if I advocate that, but just
Hurt him?
a little knuckle sandwich maybe on
A
behalf
knuckle
of
sandwich?
the rest of us. Well, I mean, what? I can't advocate,
He's a prisoner.
Just do what you got to do.
There you go.
How about that?
That's the way to do
Is that how you do it?
it. I think it's more than give him a knuckle sandwich.
Just give him a talking
He didn't steal a piece of gum.
Give him a stern
from the
warning.
newspaper
how
stand.
how about a stern talking to?
Yeah, okay.
You stop kidnapping kids.
So anyways, that is the
Ugh.
gift that was given to us by Charles Ramsey, though. Not only saving those girls, but conducting the best interviews. Oh, here's what I wanted to tell you. The reason I think the guy, you're like, why is he so awesome? What's so awesome about this guy? It's the same thing that people love about, because I was talking actually to Top Dog about this, about why people like his appearances a lot of times on the show. And I compared it to a sports analogy, which is a lot of times when you watch a football game, let's say, or any game, and they interview the coach after the game, and they say like, "How was tell us about whatever, what happened this game?" And they're like, "Well, we faced a lot of adversity, and we just we pulled it together, and then the second half, you can see that." We were really trying, and you're like, Jesus.
Bullshit, yeah.
And then
bullshit
they
answer.
show another coach. The other coach is like, we fucking suck.
Right.
And it's like, which coach do you want to listen to more? Which guy do you trust more?
Right.
You trust the guy who's himself and gives you the honest truth.
Right.
That's what Top Dog has when he's on the show talking about
Right.
how Asians' tits are far apart.
Right.
And that's what Charles Ramsey is. He's totally being
Honest,
himself,
yeah.
and he's totally honest.
Yeah.
He is,
A hell of a game. And let me say something. As long as I'm in this fucking job, Snooker will be the offensive coach. I mean, no question fucking about that. No fucking question about that.
It's like would you want to hear anybody else talk about the
agree,
game?
but I don't know why people
Not the cursing.
are so. I don't know if they're upset about Charles Ramsey, but there has been some kind of backlash I saw on the internet where
Really?
people are like bothered by his frankness, and it's like, well, when did we become such bullshitters in this country?
Oh, a while ago. We're
Right.
bullshitters.
Right, it's all bullshit. Like
Yeah.
you can't say something from your heart without being criticized.
It's true.
And Charles Ramsey, this is probably the most authentic thing I've heard on television.
It is.
I can't even watch many scripted shows. Okay, I watch Nurse Jackie with you, and I think that's about it. Truthfully, maybe Portlandia on Netflix,
We're Downton Daddies.
Downton Daddies, but because it's fucking bullshit. And to
Yeah.
see somebody like this guy having a reaction you would have, and
Yeah.
being honest and be like, this motherfucker, we barbecue, we had ribs and shit, and he's a fucking.
What are they criticizing him for?
I can't really speak on behalf, but I think people in the black community are upset because he's like misrepresenting them or representing them negatively.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. But
People
then
in the black community are saying this?
When I say that, I mean my black friends on Facebook.
Okay.
Like apparently there is something going on, and then so my black friends have been like, hey guys, you would fucking say that too if you were, heated in this moment. So he's not, there's other misrepresentations
Wait,
of
so
black
which side are your
culture
black friends taking, though?
on Charles Ramsey's side. Because they're saying like, you guys aren't
But who's
offended.
criticizing him then?
Other black people.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
people in the black community are like, this guy's it's embarrassment, and we're portrayed negatively in the media, and they're exploiting this guy's interview and making him out to be like kind of a donkey show, but it's not. I don't think it's that.
No, he's being himself. That you're getting, that's Charles Ramsey,
Yeah.
whether there's a camera on or not.
Absolutely.
And it's a very real reaction to something absolutely out of this world happening.
Yeah.
Like that is like a winning the lottery reaction.
It's amazing.
And I don't mean that like to glorify what's happening. I'm saying it's such an extraordinary thing to happen,
Yes.
that your reaction is going to be extraordinary. And
Right.
you're getting his reaction.
Right, but then I think the backlash is like, oh, the media is blowing his thing up, and they're making us look like buffoons.
Oh,
and
yeah,
idiots.
that's silly. That's nonsense.
And I think so too. Yeah, I think he's really a special guy.
I mean, we're enjoying him because he's funny.
We're
the guy's
enjoying
actually
him
funny.
because he's a Your Mom's House candidate. Like he should be a regular on our show. Like,
Yeah.
this guy's so awesome. Yeah, we like anybody that tells the truth, basically.
Yeah, I mean he's awesome. Like I put him in the top dog category.
Yeah.
The reason Top Dog is a hit with people, like when people on the road come up to me all the time, you got to top. Like, what do you love about it? They're like, I just love that he's being himself. You know, like he
Yeah.
just that's what it is. That's what this guy's doing. You know,
I know.
We got ribs. We used to dance to salsa. I left my McDonald's. Like that guy's. He's telling him and Top Dog could go to a single lane McDonald's together.
For
you know,
oh wow,
Top Dog could get his coffee,
Oh, my
and Charles
God.
Ramsey would get a Big Mac. It sounds like.
I wish we could get an interview with Charles Ramsey and ask him about the McDonald's coffee, like what his entrees of choice are.
And how he's happy, whether or not he's happy. Because I bet he has complaints just like Top Dog.
I bet.
I wonder if he calls the 1-800 number. I think his language is probably a little different than Top Dog's. So I bet he's like, you have a fucking idiot working at this McDonald's, man.
I love that he said the 911 person was a fucking moron.
He
right?
said, bruh. He's like, yo, bruh, bruh.
Moron.
That's how it started, I
Cleveland
think.
911 police, ambulance to fire.
Yeah, hey, bro, I'm at 2207 West 25th.
Hey, bro. Well, I've called 911 before.
Me too.
When I saw a man face down on Western Avenue, just face down. So I assumed he was dead. You know what happens when you call 911 in LA? 911, can you please hold?
Yeah.
No, dude. Hire 10 more people so
Yeah.
that when I fucking call, people help me. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if I did have a legit emergency. Someone's breaking in the house to stab me or steal my dog, and then
I've called 911 hundreds
what?
of times.
Hundreds of times.
Hundreds.
For what?
Hundreds. I just got this.
Hundreds.
Got this sandwich. There's no napkins in my bag. I want napkins.
Where the fuck my napkins at?
I've done that many times. Where are my napkins at?
And what do they say? They're like,
You got to go back in there and get napkins, man. I've done shit like I'm walking on the sidewalk and I twist my ankle and now my ankle hurts. Will you send an ambulance here?
Nah, it's an ambulance.
An
but
ambulance?
Send the ambulance.
You know what, too, I like about Charles Ramsey?
What's that?
P.S., and this is something that's been lost in American culture, which is neighborliness. People so often look the other way, and that is a fucking problem. And I will say this as far as very few things I like about my Hungarian heritage, my Hungarian culture. One of them is people are in each other's business. You know what I'm saying? The neighbors are looking at your kids and vice versa. Everybody's looking out in the neighborhood.
True.
So if your kid fucks around and does something 2 blocks down, guess what? You're going to hear about it. And the same thing goes for any kind of Mickey Mouse crime or whatever that's going on. And I like that Charles Ramsey wasn't afraid to answer a woman's call for help, because a lot of times, you know, you've heard those stories where women yell rape or something and nobody comes.
Right.
You have to yell fire if you're getting raped.
Yeah.
So I'm proud that he did that.
Yeah,
And it's good.
He's a hero for
Yeah,
sure, man.
Huge. Wonderful. We should
He
all
even
be...
left. He left his half his Big Mac behind just to take care of this.
I mean, could you imagine the sacrifice?
I mean, Rams.